Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. We are exploring through the marsh where we met up with some schoolsmen that were kidnapping people, thralls. We also met the runaway husband who apparently started a fire because his wife... He blames her for the fire being started. It's unclear. We decided to take his side because his story seems sketchy, and also a lot of it all boiled down to their fighting started because he was cheating on her. And whether he was the one who actually ended up setting the fire and getting a bunch of people killed or not, or whether that was on her, we don't know. But yeah, arbitrarily chose to side with her. Oh, what do we have here? The winds howl through the skeletal trees, chilling you to the bone. Darkened shapes loom ominously in the night, and the pungent stink of rotting leaves and stagnant water hangs heavy in the air. Ahead, a wavering light shines through the gloom. It wavers and flickers, its light filtering through the trees. Then a large shape suddenly moves across it, something big and misshapen. Alfjorn, did you see that? There's something out there. Shh, don't be ridiculous. The spirits of the marsh call dark things to their service. We tread in a realm of monsters and should watch our step. Listen to her, Alfbjorn. Let's come back in the morning. Step forward, I say. I always wanted to slay a giant. I hope he's fat and slow. More for my axe to bite into. That makes me feel a bit better. We can escape while they eat Gunnar. Can we just move on, please? Heading this direction is where it triggered. So whatever we're seeing, there's a wolf or a dog or something over here. And they're wanting us to come back in the morning. Which has some reasonable... Ooh, I saw something briefly there. Oh, the tree is sort of blocking out the fog. So that I was able to see things that... Yeah, there's 3 people right there, just out of view. Berg, Duri, someone else, and 2 hounds. Amar. They look like people. They're a bit on the larger side. I don't know if I'd call them giants. And it looks like we are going to just attack them. But I don't know if there's a way for me to just trigger a fight. Like to just say, okay, I'm taking the shot first. 3 hunched shapes sit huddled around a roaring fire pit. They are unnaturally large and their features hideously misshapen. Roskva pales, her voice a trembling whisper. Giants. Gunnar's grin is fierce. You can almost hear his meaty fist clench around the haft of his weapon. Giants! Largest among them points towards you. Look at this, brothers. Little people drawn to our fire. Lost in the woods on a dark, dark night. So the rumors were true. You've been stealing away travelers from the trail. Die freaks. Hey, look, Sail, it's awfully cold tonight. Might we share your fire? Or we'll be on our way. Didn't mean to bother you. Do I try and be friendly first? Or do I just accuse them of being the ones stealing away travelers? Because I was thinking that would have been schoolsmen, since we saw them here. But maybe it is these guys. I think let's go with the friendly approach. Just to see how it goes. Hey, look, Sail, it is awfully cold tonight. Might we share your fire? The flickering firelight casts grim shadows on his ugly face. You might. It's so easy when they come right to us. Yeah. Come, brothers, let us make them feel welcome. Aww. And that means they're going to get the initiative. Well, that's not nice. Why do you have... It defaults to your sling. I need to sort that out. Alright, let's move you forward. Right, you're still injured. That's less than ideal. Let's move you back. Move you forward a bit. I guess, can I move myself back? Yes. Then we'll move you forward. Maybe to say here. I want them to focus on Aceleaf because he's got the shield. We'll stick you there. And then us archers. Level 6, level 4, level 4. No buffing people, though. At least, not primarily buffers. That's good. And then 2 hounds. Yeah, we could get in cover here. There is a path around this side that we need to watch out for. He might charge towards our ranged characters, which would be a problem. Let's leave Rosqua in the back. I might move Kettle just a little bit forward. He should still be plenty safe. I think this is a reasonable starting arrangement. Although maybe pulling back one more step so that they can't flank us or surround us or anything would be reasonable, since this seems to be a hard edge that we can't get past. Alright. Oh, they are taking this outside edge. That's not ideal. Anticipate opening. What is that doing for you? Because I still don't know. Next attack is 100% critical. I think that is... No. I was thinking it was just the ready. I'm unsure. Alright, well, we want your shield gone. Do I have a way to make that happen? Not really. If we could take out the dog... Realistically, I should take out this dog, and someone needs to get over here because he's going to come around and take out our ranged characters. Are you in cover? Yeah, you are. You're in high cover. I also am seeing this, like, wasp nest, which is probably important. %. If I went for a quick shot, only 50%. And I can't kill it in a single shot. I want the dog gone so that Kettle can more easily join the fight. So if I have Nefia attack the dog, then if you used your sling, you could finish it off. Because I don't think you do a ton of damage. Yeah, you're one of our weaker attackers. No, I should probably do Tyr's Favor. Reduce the damage we end up taking. And then next turn, have her do Baldur's Favor. So let's use my attack here. Take out the dog. Then Kettle. You've got a lot better aim. So if we did a quick attack with you... If we did a ranging shot with you... There. And then a quick shot. 81%. Let's see if we can get you to take out the wolf by yourself. I'd rather have our ranged people attack the wolves because they don't have shields, so I don't have to worry about their attack just getting wasted. That's the wolves done. So then you could step forward. No, because... Wait, cleave is just an attack action. It's not the double attack. You could also do Baldur's Favor. I usually leave the shouts to her, but that would stop us from getting stunned, which always screws me over. On the other hand, I can move you into a flanking position and then cleave. Or just attack. Let's move you to a flanking position. I think that's a fine choice. You might end up getting attacked by both of them, which could be a problem. But we're expecting 81 to 91 damage, which might just break his shield regardless. Or if we cleave, which guarantees it'll go to the shield. Really, I want the shield gone in a single attack. That's... I should have charged. Moved him from here to there with a charge and then an attack, maybe. Let's go for the cleave. I'm hoping he can break the shield by himself. And then that means that Ace-Leaf can get the attack in. Because from what I've seen, if the shield has like a sliver of health left, then if it's blocked by the second attack, it just breaks the shield and no damage goes through. Or we let Ace-Leaf go first. Because if he damages the shield, then the cleave then the cleave would cut through what's left of the shield and continue on to him. That's the right call. Heavy swing on you. Since I'm not planning on you moving. Okay, I think that's just shield gone, right? Yeah, there's 0 absorption left of the shield, so 0% block chance. So do I just do a heavy blow, or should I consider Baldur's Favor? I could also switch his weapons to the Dane Axe that I never use, which he does not do much damage with. No, use your 2 hand axes. You're much better that way. That's a solid hit. And that's all of us having attacked. Can we get away from this guy in any manner? Nefia, let's have you move forward to defend. I think we will pull back those we can. So hopefully he attacks Nefia, who's already injured, which isn't great, but it is what it is. Oh, right, flank. Oh, and he goes down.
It's not my time. Odin protects me.
Ugh. And a stun. Perhaps we should have used our options to deal with the stun better. Are you within... Oh, you've got cover. You've got cover from him, right? Yeah, if we took you down, I'm wondering what our chances to hit you would be. You are not within the ranging shot, unfortunately. I think we need to focus on taking down this guy and leave... I was going to say leave Asleep up to defend, but he's stunned. So maybe not. Because this guy can be taken down by just about anyone. What can you do, Nefia? Not a lot. Just a solid hit. Kettle can also do a decent hit. If I gave a ranging shot here... Oh, you can't. If I did a ranging shot with my character to there, Kettle could do 2 attacks on him. Yeah, I think that's the call. So we have a ranging shot from us. I don't know, that seems fine. Then we have Kettle do quick shots. Oh, you're still not gonna kill him. Didn't consider that you're barely not getting enough damage. Oh, and the mist does not help. Because my thought was, if Kettle could have taken him down, then we could move Nefia kind of up to here to defend for us. Like, if we moved ourselves out of here. I mean, I can take my shot here. Not quite down. I'm gonna go with Baldur's Favor rather than healing, because that should help with us not getting stunned. Nephew is the only one with an attack left. I'm gonna have to waste it on this guy. Yeah. You go down. Then we will take Alfbjorn and have you withdraw a bit. I need you to move out of there. We'll pull back here. And then we put Nefia forward, I suppose. Kettle can't move because he did the quick attack. Yeah, we'll have to see who they end up attacking. Hopefully they can't both attack a single person. I mean, maybe they could double attack Iceleaf, in which case he might go down as well. And I need to get the healing skill that allows me to medic people that have dropped, get them back into the fight so that we don't take the injuries. But I think that's our turn. What are you guys gonna do? Brace. Yeah, super good. Happy to have you brace. And you just move forward. That was excellent. If I did a quick shot myself, 60%. I mean, I think that's worth it. If I miss both of them, then it's not worth it. Oh, not worth it. Same thing. We've got a 95. Quick shot brings it to 76%. If I can get my archers to take out this guy, then it's up to my melees to take him out. which feels doable. There you go. So let's go for another heavy swing here. Blocked, unfortunately. If you hit his armor... I guess that's the question. If you hit his armor for the shield, you would break it. Otherwise, Nephew might just break his shield. And he'd still be alive to attack again. Let's move you forward just to get it slightly better aim. 74. And we'll see how it goes. Right. Ranged weapons don't break shields. I knew that. Could I have you charge? Yes. To get some bonuses to damage. Just went to the block. Perhaps I should have had her do that first, but I was thinking that Roskva would be able to break the shield, which obviously she couldn't. Okay, he's going to get an attack off, but it's going to be fine. Yeah. One hit, we're fine. Sure. Go for an attack from you. There we go. They're down. What sort of injury are we getting on Gunnar? Because he was down for several turns. Moderate fracture. Man, I take way more injuries than I think I'm supposed to. Howling Witch. It's a 20 durability item, which means it's pretty good for a hand axe. Like a normal axe, not a Dane axe. And extra damage against uninjured. That might be very good for Gunnar. Disfigurer is a Dane axe, also for Gunnar then. 26 versus Immobilized. Unreasonably large Dane axe is almost unwieldy by a normal person, not surprisingly, given that you took it off Berger, one of the monstrous brothers terrorizing the marshes near Reeb. And lastly, Spear Wall. 42 durability shield, 10% block percent when next to an ally. It's very good. Sturdy Pine Shield is noticeably larger than most shields you've seen. You got it from the body of Duri, the youngest of the monstrous brothers who had been terrorizing the marshes near Reeb. Excellent. So Ace-Leaf, you get Spear Wall, which is, yeah, way better. Let's switch your... Can I not switch your gear? So that's what you had. There we go. It is still better. And then Gunnar. Disfigurer is the Dane axe. And Howling Witch. Yeah, just better all around. Is the Bearded Axe better than your Tool Axe? I'm guessing so. 5 to 10, AP 1. Yeah. Good stuff. Let's see what they have around. And if we can find any of their victims or evidence of their victims. Hopefully there are still survivors, and they haven't killed off everyone who they have captured in the past. But I guess we'll have to see. And I'm wondering if I had just initiated the fight rather than asking to share their fire, if we would have gotten the first turn in that fight rather than them. Let's head on in. A talking symbol? That's different. The pile is a jumbled heap of assorted valuables. Brooches, rings, and bolts of cloth. Even the odd figurine. They glitter invitingly in what meager light filters through the filthy windows. Kettle eyes the pile. Would you look at that? Wipe the saliva off from your mouth. These must belong to the people who disappeared in the marsh. Leave it. If they come back, they'll notice it's missing. They're not coming back, guys. So we're going to take it. It won't do anyone any good here. I say we take it. So there probably was a way we could have snuck in here to grab this without fighting them. But I'm fine with how we handle it. 12 hides. That is a lot. And some more valuables. Sweet. Alright, let's keep exploring. So we came from that direction. I guess let's head south, which is like this direction, maybe? I guess I should orient my camera. That way. Nope, that is the opposite direction of where I wanted it to be. Here, so south is sort of below us-ish, so that's kind of north. Can we explore any farther south? Yes, over here. Also, I didn't have the button clicked in to see interactables. Can't seem to click on that fire. I can click on this tree. There is no mistaking the tree the Girda mentioned. It looks like it has stood in this place forever, its gnarly roots protruding from the mushy soil far around it. Let's look for a moldy patch. So this is the moldy tree to get the ingredient we need to save Nefia's sister. You examine the trunk and quickly find a patch of bark covered in a thick, wet mold that sticks to your fingers when you touch it. Let's carve off a piece of the bark. Producing your sacks, you carve a jagged piece of bark off the trunk around the patch, leaving no more mold on the great old tree. Hey, give me that! Better. 2 men and a woman stand at a safe distance from your herd. They wear the sort of equipment typical of farmers trained and obligated to fight in the Ledanger armory. The short man at the front was the one who spoke. He speaks again. We need that stuff more than you. Put it down and step away from the tree. So there's only enough for one. Well, I'm going to choose our people. Probably more so. What makes you think you have a greater need than us? You got your too late? That's just how it is, or watch your tone. What makes you think you have a greater need than us? Our son's gravely ill, and the witch says he'll not survive the week. We need that bark to make a cure. If you won't give it willingly, we'll take it from you. The tall, densely built man in the back puts a hand on the shorter man's shoulders. They're twice our number and better armed. We cannot win this. Desperation is a growl in the woman's voice. We'll win. We have no choice. That bark is my boy's only chance. Based on your knowledge of healing tinctures and concoctions, you're fairly confident the mold on half this bark will be more than enough to treat Ifura's illness. We need such a cure as much as you do. I will not give it up. We both face the same problem. I will split the bark with you. So we are confident that half is enough. Well, good thing we have the healing knowledge to know that. So I'm fine then splitting it. We both face the same problem. I will split the bark with you. No! How can we know half the mold will suffice? Because I'm trained in medicine. My thoughts as well. I will not stake my son's life on that. Leadership 2. Glad we have that. Nephew, you must trust me on this. This is the right decision, and you farmers, this is the only offer you'll get. I advise you take it. Or then we keep it all, and you can try and take it from us if you dare. Or if we fight, one of our loved ones will die for sure. And it's likely some of us will die. One of our loved ones will die for sure, and it's likely some of us will die here as well. If we divide the cure, there's a chance everyone will live. No, we'll use the leadership. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. It's the only offer you'll get as well. Nephew gives you a long evaluating look. Then she bows her head. You're right. Of course I trust you. The big man in the back looks quite relieved. This seems reasonable to me. Come on, the witch didn't say we needed it all. I'm sure this will be enough. The small man looks at you, then at the woman by his side, then back at you. The big man puts a hand on his shoulder, and finally, he appears to make up his mind. All right. Half the bark then. I just hope this will do. You snap the bark neatly in half and hand the wary man one part. The other you stash among your other belongings. The big man smiles tentatively. Thank you, all of you. I know this was the best solution. May Ear watch over your friend. Good. So we got the cure we need for Nephew's sister. Well, we got the ingredient we need to make the cure for Nephew's sister. And we are confident, and I hope the game's not going to screw me over, we're confident that it's enough to make the cure. And so we didn't need the whole portion. Let's see, how much more? We've still got quite a bit more to explore, it looks like. I doubt there are too many more encounters.
Do we believe in lantern men? We don't, right?
Ghost lights that lure travelers to their doom? Old wives' tales. I've seen them sometimes when I go into the marshes for herbs. No, don't encourage him.
My grandma used to say, lantern men mark the location of a treasure buried underwater.
If we spot any lights in the marsh, I say we send Gunnar to look for treasure.
I'll take you up on that, but I get to keep what I find.
I think Roskva just enjoys fanning the flames of our superstition. Just anytime someone's like, what about this thing? And she's like, oh yeah, it's totally real. I know. As a trained witch, it's definitely legitimate. Watch out. Armor balm and a rope. Okay. That just led to the trail marker, I think. Another body. Wood Danax, some valuables, some rope. A lit fire. Is someone around here? There's another house. This isn't the same house. Unless I'm getting super lost and confused. No, that's the house we just dealt with. Whose house is this? Because it obviously seems similar. Just wondering if we're going to run into anyone. Do we head in and loot their valuables, or do I keep exploring? I think I want to keep exploring. We'll head back there in a moment, but if there are people around, I want to see if I can see them, or at least get a better lay of the land of what's going on before we head into the house. Since we're nearly done exploring this region. By nearly done, I think that's it. Yeah, whole map explored. What is this house? Fisherman's house. Is the fisherman in? And why do you live in a marsh? Sendar Scarfedison? Names. We can loot stuff. We can loot everything. Let's talk to him first before we loot his whole house. Small bone chime rattles as you push open the door. The interior of the house, while cozy, reveals a meager existence. Wooden boxes of tackle and carved bone hooks lay heavily on the simple furniture, and the sweetly smell of old fish mingles with the odor of an unwashed body. Gross. A reedy voice pipes up from within the gloom. Who's there? Manny? Is that you at last? I know of Manny. I took him as a slave. Ooh. Yikes. I'm Alfbjorn Ulfriksson. The sounds of scuffling and scraping accompany several grunts and groans. Yes, yes, wait there. The aging man before you has the weathered, leathery look of a fisherman about him. There is still strength in his limbs, but a sadness mingles with the spark of defiance in his eyes. What do you want? Here to mock me for the curse that hounds an old life? Hungry travelers, do you have fish to sell? We're here for your life and goods, old man. Do you have fish to sell? I haven't caught a fish in many weeks. Most around here think the gods have cursed me. Why else should I suffer such misfortune? Were it not for Manny, the marsh would have taken me by now. Did you say a curse? He sighs heavily. No fish will bite my hooks. Haven't done so for months. I'm setting out on a trip tomorrow, though, taking my skiff down the riverways and out to sea. I can feel the misfortune lifting. Worry weighs heavily on his brow. Manny knows. He snuck out to help me prepare. He's gathering supplies for my trip, but he's been gone for too long. I'll kill him all in the curse of your death. No. Well, what's in it for me? If we're just like, yeah, I can try and find this Manny. Oh, yeah, I found him. I took him as a slave. What's in it for me? His thick eyebrows furrow with disappointment. So that's how it is. I've little to pay with. Trinkets and old fishing gear is all I can offer. Alright, well, I know of Manny. I took him as a slave. I feel a little bad. A frantic shuffling and several pained sounds precede a weathered, aging man. Then you must let him go free. He is my apprentice. He has been missing for days. So there were 4 that we took as slaves. We're just releasing the 1, presumably, and the other 3 thralls we keep. Alright, we'll release him. You explain how you found the thralls with the hunters. Much to his joy, you then promise to release the boy back to Sandar before taking your leave. The old man shambles to the back of the room and rummages through a sack of junk. Eventually he reappears, carrying an armload of small, fine nets. Here, this is for you. It's a simple gift, but I made it with my own hands. I hope you'll find a use for it. Once he unloads his nets on your herdsman, he shakes your hand with surprising vigor. You have my undying gratitude, young man. You'll always be welcome in my humble home. So we gained 3 armor webbing with those nets. Okay. Well, I will also see if there's anything of interest in your home, since you are thanking me. And it cost a thrall, and thralls are extremely super valuable. But we're up to 11 now, which is nice. We were at 7 not long ago. Yeah, and that's, I think the marsh is completed. So where's the nearest exit? From here, probably there. So we're done with the marsh. I think next we'll head back to Reeb to report to the Jarl as well as get the cure. And then maybe we head back up to Skjern to give the cure. It's a bit out of our way. Probably would be a better use of our time, with time being valuable, to head directly to Skirninge. But I don't know if this game has a time limit on when we help Nefia's sister, and I don't want to screw that up, because I'd feel bad. But for now, we're going to end the episode here, and we'll deal with that next time. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you then. Bye.